All right, so let's start with the big story that we are tracking on WION at this hour. 1 week after vowing to lead the military operations from the front, the Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has now claimed victory over his foes. He's also now urged the Tigrayan rebels to immediately surrender to the government forces. The Ethiopian Prime Minister praised the military victories against the Tigrayans in the region of Afar and has also promised to recapture the territory in the region of Amhara from the rebellious Tigrayan forces. Now, the portrayal of this victory on the face of it comes as fighting has in fact raged on 3 separate fronts in Ethiopia. The latest footage from the front shows Abiy Ahmed in uniform along with his soldiers scanning the horizon. The place appeared to be the northeastern region of Afar. The area has been the site of some intense fighting in recent weeks. The Tigray People's Liberation Front, or the TPLF rebel group, has tried to seize control of a very critical highway that supplies the capital. Now, Abiy headed to the front line last week to supervise the operations. After Abiy arrived, the army claims to have recaptured the town of Shifra in the Afar region and also other areas. Now, Abiy Ahmed has claimed that great strides have now been made in forcing the TPLF to relinquish their occupation of several key areas.
ዛይጣት ያለው ዘተራራ ነው ጋሸና የሚባለው እኛ እዚህ ሆነን ነው እቅድ ያወጣ ያለ ነው ነገ ግን እዛ ተራራ ሆነን ጠላትን በትነን በጋራ ምናይበት እቅድ ጨርሰናል ዋናው ጉዳይ ጠላት ተሸንፏል.
But the spokesperson for the Tigrayan People's Liberation Front, Gichav Reda, has accused Abiy Ahmed of engaging in farcical war games. Reda dismissed Abiy's deployment as nothing more than a circus. The Ethiopian army has been battling the Tigrayan forces from the northern region of Tigray for more than a year now. And the war has resulted in deaths of thousands of people and has resulted in millions of people getting displaced in what is Africa's second most populous nation. The fears of a rebel march on Addis Ababa have prompted countries to urge their citizens to immediately leave Ethiopia as soon as they can. But the African Union's Special Envoy for the Horn of Africa is in fact leading for a push to try and broker a ceasefire between the government forces and the rebel factions. But there's been little progress in terms of talks of a ceasefire. The two sides remain as far apart as possible on conditions for talks. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.